They gon' love me for my ambition.
But then also listen to this, guys. We had shout out to Akademiks, Big Ak. Akademiks said that he spoke to Drake, and this is what he heard directly from Drake. Because there's rumors, like we said, that UMG also is telling people, aside from the idea of Drake dropping, there's a rumor that UMG is saying, "Hey, we got to end this battle because you guys are our investments." Drake, they're calling you a pedophile on the radio. Kendrick, they're saying that you're beating your wife. You know, because Kendrick, I think, is signed to Interscope, but it's licensed. But still, Interscope, I believe, is owned by UMG, and Drake is directly with the UMG. You know, so I think Drake's deal is more direct than Kendrick. Kendrick is more licensed.
Let me say this. Yo, guys, we're going to get to Riddler. We're going to get to Christian Alvarez. Give us a second. I see you in the chat talking.
Yeah, we're going to get to all that, guys. We're keeping it. We got to keep it in timeline order. This is live. You guys are our producers in the comments, though. We love you all. You're not taking it for granted. You are live chat warriors, the chat, cap chat, the cap chat, the cap chat. I like that. Cap chat. And we got...
I've talked to Drake himself. He literally told me, you can quote it, he said, listen, real life shit got in the way right now. That's it. A nigga got shot at his crib, my nigga. Like, yo, a nigga ain't just be like, oh yeah, niggas, they're just having a shootout outside. Let me just keep cooking up this diss track. Bro, real life shit got in the way. That's the only reason why I ain't get a track hit. My nigga just chill. Like, this whole...
That's bullshit.
So people are calling bullshit on this.
That's bullshit.
People are not believing this.
That's bullshit.
You know, do we believe this? You know,
that's bullshit.
In reality,
I do.
Drake's house, I think it was 4 times in total, because there was one time where the security guard was shot, then hospitalized. And I think after that, there was 3 other times at Drake's house where they tried to trespass and go inside, but they were outside, and they were stopped outside. And I think out of those 3 times, Marlon was saying that 2 times with the same person, 2 times. Now, there's theories. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar wished death upon Drake. Does this mean that Kendrick Lamar did this? No. I don't think so. I don't want to put that on Kendrick, especially because he's Mr. Morale. What type of morale you have if you're sending shooters to kill someone in a different country? At that point, bro, that would be you're basically aren't you like a war criminal? You do some shit like that, or like a terrorist? Like you're talking about like
there's a term. You actually are right.
That's like a different type of sending someone to do like a crime in a different
international country.
I think it's that's like a term for that. Like you're like a war criminal.
It's like no, it's not war criminal. It's like I think it's terrorist. That
might
be the
something
term.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, hey, but there is a term because that's what I was thinking.
He's not telling anyone to do anything though.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, but if you said that was my thing.
If that were to happen, like he's not stupid enough to do that because like that's not just like. Oh, some street shit. That's some dumbass.
That's some dumb shit.
Like, and on top of that, that's like you're done. Your life's done type shit.
Yeah, because when they said that Drake sent the shooters to the Weeknd's house, I'm like, bro, that's a heinous crime. Like, that's real, like, federal crime. That's Canadian federal crime. Like, you're going to get cooked.
And we covered the Keefe D shit in here with Diddy. Bro, eventually, we're not saying that's confirmed, that's still allegedly, right? But Keefe D is still being questioned, etc. The case is still going on. He's behind bars. But the idea of someone paying for something, that paper trail is always going to be, people are going to find out. In this day and age, people find out. They're hurt through someone, about someone saying something through someone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's very possible. This shit is not a TV show or a fucking movie where like you can try to pay someone to do something.
Yeah,
like that Netflix documentary. I don't know if you guys saw it. I think it's like Jennifer or who did that to Jennifer.
Netflix too expensive.
It's like a viral Netflix documentary right now.
Because I think it's almost impossible to get. I worked at a bank as a banker, one of the higher up bankers, and I'll tell you, to get a wire out of this country without it getting documented is incredibly difficult. So to get a payment to Canada, bro, you're doing like Bitcoin. You gotta do like a Bitcoin payment. Like that joint gotta be really legal.
They got Bitcoins,
of course. But like that's my point. You'd have to go real crazy to
but
get
then even
that
then
money
sometimes it's trace backable. What's that thing called when that long ass number when you do Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's I know what you're talking about. It's like the code.
Is it a Bitcoin key?
Yeah, it's like a key code type
crypto
shit.
Key?
Yeah.
Some shit. So you can trace that back down in some way.
Difficult.
It's deeper. It's harder. Also, right? So the industry right now seems to be against Drake because overall it seems like Kanye West's idea and plan, the elimination of Drake, has happened so far, right? They have, as of now, eliminated Drake. But remember that viral clip that we spoke about in here where I was like, the industry needs a Drake. because without Drake's influence in this industry, a lot of the music that has been popularized now wouldn't be around. A lot of these sounds would have not reached a national level. You know, Drake makes a regional track once he hops on it, national. Then it goes international. That's the Drake effect. So I'm like, the industry needs Drake. But right now, if they're eliminating Drake, what is going to be the industry after Drake? Let's say Drake does take that break. You know, does take that, my word of advice, and takes a break for our year.
Or falls off.
Or falls off. Tries to come back and it's not hitting. And people are like, take a break. And then he himself is like, I'm going to take a break because my shit's not hitting no more. I'm going through it. I'm Michael Jordan on the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not.
Michael Jordan on the Wizards is
Yeah,
mad disrespectful.
I'm not him no more, but I'm him. He's him, but you're not him.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like that first season with LeBron on the Lakers.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck, what's going on here? It's possible, but what's going to happen in the industry, right? I think there's a possibility that could be a big hole because
I agree.
let's say, God forbid, Drake retires or God forbid Drake dies, like the actual elimination of him as a physical person, who's the next Drake? Right now,
There's nobody
there's nobody.
at all.
Before Drake, there was so many of the other generations. We got the Lil Waynes, right? We had the 50 Cent run, the Jay-Z run,
The Kanye
the
West.
Kanye West run. Now we got the Drake run. After the Drake run, who the fuck is going to take the throne? I don't see any fucking viable contenders.
Because they didn't bring anyone up. The last generation actually tried to bring people up. This generation was so selfish with the way they did shit. And the funny thing is, we had someone. The chat's going to hate me for saying this.
Oh, no. A$AP Rocky.
No. I really, truly believe this in my heart. X had the chance, bro.
Tentacion?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The talent was there. The range was there. If not him, Pop.
Pop Smoke?
Pop Smoke had the commercial and hood linkage. Like, he brought hood and commercial so beautifully. That Postmortem album, the first one, was amazing, bro. That Little Baby and the Baby song was insane.
Yeah.
Just for him to die, bro. Like, we lost it. I think we lost what could have replaced Drake.
The other biggest artist right now, I guess you could say Future. Does Future take that position? Is that even possible? You know, they are different types of artists. You know,
The thing is, people are gonna say no because of the fact that Drake has so much versatility.
But so does Future.
He does, but he's not gonna deliver the same way as Drake when it comes
I
down to
agree.
like riding all of these fucking different waves. You know,
I agree.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Future's also too old.
that too.
It's the truth, though.
Nah,
He
it's
is.
true.
He's
Niggas
too old
getting
to do
old,
it at
bro.
this point.
these niggas getting old.
Drake is old too, but because he acts like a fucking kid.
He's 10 years older. He's a decade older than us. You know what I'm saying? He's not 40 yet, but he's around there. I think he's close to Marlon's age.
They gon' love me for my ambition.